269 against him.
And we got Chris Nicholson down here handing out rosters. I mean, man, now we got everything down here today.
Well, that's complete. Is that what makes it? So stepping in will be Eli Sorensen for the Madison West Regents. Sorensen hitting .242 on the year. He's got 16 hits and 66 at-bats. He also has scored 15 runs for Madison West. Wolfley kicks and fires, and we are underway. Outside corner, strike one to kick things off here at Riverside on a full day of baseball right here on WCLO. 0-1 the count. Sorensen, the lefty in the batter's box. Here's Wolf. And one up and one down as Sorensen goes down. Think he may have gotten a piece of it, but it went right into Campbell's glove. Nevertheless, one out.
And if you're Craig, you want to see Mitch Wolfley have a nice, clean first inning, quick first inning here. Like we said in the pregame, coming off a little bit of illness. So if he can find his momentum early, that would be pretty key.
First pitch to Jacob Rosenberg. The DH is a strike on the outside, taken for 0-1. One out, top of the first here at Riverside. This is a spectacular day for baseball. Here's the pitch. Low and away.
Well, he couldn't throw strikes all day long. You have to try to keep him guessing.
Try to get you updates on that Edgerton ball game as well. In Division II, Crimson Tide putting on a pretty good show this year. 1-1 pitch, outside corner, strike two.
How about that? A team that starts the year 2-10, then wins, nine of its last 10, I think that's that, or 10 of 11, somewhere in that range.
1-2 the count to Rosenberg for Madison West. Here's Wolfley's offering. Fouled back over the Regents' dugout, out of play.
We could talk a little bit more about it later, but I think the Edgerton team is a lot like Parker. I mean, they had their meat of their schedule early, and you just try to get through it and survive it, and now they're kind of cooking here late. Jefferson and Columbus in the other half. Yep. It's Edgerton and Mount Horeb today. 1-2 pitch from Wolfley. That's down low for 2-2. One out here in the top of the first. Regents on the bat. Madison West coming in as the 4 seed, Craig the top seed, and time is called. Rosenberg takes a practice swing, steps back in there. Hugging the plate pretty close. Not as far back in the box. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Rosenberg is gone on strikes. 2 up and 2 down via the strikeout. And now the catcher, Drake Baldwin, will be the batter. Baldwin, no contest, one of the most talented guys on the roster for Madison West, a .322 hitter. He's got 19 hits and 59 at-bats, 3 doubles, a triple, and a bomb. He's driven in 12. And he also rarely strikes out. Down low, ball 1 from Wolfley. Probably a candidate for first team all-conference if you didn't have Jacob Campbell in front of you in your entire career. 1-0. Hockey or baseball? I don't know. All right. You want me to do some Googling for you? Please. 2-0 pitch. There's a hit right to Malmanger. He gloves it, and that is 3 up and 3 down for the opening inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the first coming up, Madison West nothing, and Janesville Craig on to bat. Josh Goldberg and Eric Schmolt, lefty on the mound. Aiden Burgess for Madison West. He will do the throwing today. 3-1 on the year. He's only pitched in 5, or he started 5 games for the Regents, but carrying an ERA of 2.71. He's pitched 31 innings. He's given up 37 hits and 12 earned runs. Struck out 18 and walked or hit 7 batters. So here we go for Janesville Craig. Cougars will send up Dan Blomgren to start with. Blomgren, a .342 hitter on the year. Burgess first pitch, squares to bunt, and that's outside a ball. Blomgren pulls back. Yeah, I think he saw that third baseman sitting pretty far back behind the bag there and said, no, let me show him something, get him thinking.
Second pitch upcoming from Burgess. High fastball for ball 2. It's 2-0. To Blumgren. He gets on, chance to steal a base, but Baldwin's got a good arm. Here's a bunt, and he pulls back but takes a strike. 2-1 to the Craig third baseman today. He has stolen 15 bases. That's second on the league, or second on the team, only to catcher Jacob Campbell. Burgess, long look into Baldwin's glove, now has his sign. Here's the pitch, outside for ball 3.
Pretty close to the corner there,
I thought, judging by last inning, that's maybe where we might be around today for a strike, but 3-1 pitch, inside, and a leadoff walk from Burgess to Blumgren, and Craig already in business with a base runner. Now here's Jacob Campbell, 408 on the year. 31 hits in 76 at-bats. He's got 21 driven in. Second only to Luke Malmanger on the team.
Big 8 player of the year.
Yep. First all-conference, and here's the opening pitch, and a floater in there. Little change of pace to start with on Campbell.
Yeah, and I think
taken for a strike.
We saw Blomgren kind of scooting back toward first. That is the one good thing about having a lefty out there.
There's a quick throw over there. Blomgren's going to try to go to second as the throw gets by, and a head first slide, and he's in there. Boy, risky but speedy from Dan Blomgren as a quick throw got away from the first baseman, Otto Treichel, and you got to give an error. I would say to him, that didn't look like a bad throw.
No, it might have caught the first baseman off guard a little bit because Burgess hadn't even stepped onto the rubber yet and just kind of quick threw over there.
So an error charge to the Regents, and now Blumgren at center. There's a base hit right up the middle. In is Sorensen, and Coach Herbst is going to wave him around. Here's the throw, runs in, and going to second is Campbell. It's 1-0 already. Janesville Craig on an RBI single from Jacob Campbell.
Well, couldn't have drawn up a better start.
I would say
1, 2, 3 inning in the top half. First guy draws a leadoff walk. You got a run scored by the time the second batter's at-bat is over.
And now Luke Malmanger will be the batter. Campbell advances to second on the long throw, which also got away from Baldwin into the infield. So Campbell at second, nobody out. 1-0 Janesville Craig already. Campbell away. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it hit Malmanger right on the hip. So Burgess, maybe a little bit rattled already. No outs, and it's already 1-0 with 2 men on.
And we're going to have a mound visit, 3 batters into the bottom half of the inning.
So Coach Ben Greiber is going to do the old... Let's just call
we're going to have all kinds of meetings going on because you got 2 on base, so we're going to have all the base runners and the batter. Let's all go meet and talk about this, and let's draw on all the... Do the outfielders want to have a meeting or not?
No, they just stand there.
We got 3 umpires. They're kind of having a little chat here.
We've got Russell Leary in the field. I thought Chuck Siles would be umpiring. He may get one of the later games. Saw him around. He and Chris Nicholson are around as well. A couple of officials.
Is Nicholson the game manager today? Or?
I thought so.
Probably.
Something to that effect.
Parker AD John Zimmerman, I'm sure.
He's
up at State Golf.
Up the links, yes. So now the batter will be Noah Berghammer as Malmanger's at first, Campbell at second, and still nobody out. Berghammer, a .319 hitter so far. He's driven in 20, third on the team. Burgess first pitch, square to bunt. Berghammer lays it down. Burgess is going to go to first to record the out, and the runners move up. So a good sacrifice by Berghammer to put runners in scoring position at second and third now with only 1 out. And Burgess having to field that bunt and then switch his feet because he's a lefty. So you never know what can happen there, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was probably let's try to sacrifice, but
put it to that side.
If you put it to that side, we might get bases loaded out of this thing.
So now the batter will be Tresson Kussmaul. He is in right field. Here's the opening pitch, and ripped foul. Left field side past Coach Herbst. Kussmaul, a .313 hitter. 15 driven in. He's got 21 base hits in 67 at-bats. Malmanger at second and Campbell at third. It's 1-0 Craig here in the bottom of the first.
Infield in for West already.
Burgess pitch, and there's a base hit. One run is going to be into the left field side, and holding on the bag is Malmanger at third. RBI single by Kussmaul as he put it right between shortstop and third base.
Well, and that was, it's kind of in the hole, but you might be able to make a play there. Yep. I think if your shortstop's back, you're at least probably keeping that in the infield.
So an RBI single from Kussmaul, and it's 2-0 Janesville Craig. He's at first. Malmanger to third. And now the batter will be J.J. Brennan, who's seeing his first action in a couple of weeks, coming back off mono. He's still hitting .358. First pitch from Burgess. A little high and outside for Brennan. 19 base hits. He's driven in 17, and he's got an opportunity here. 2-0 Craig. 1-0 the count. Here it is. High and 2-0. Not sure you're liking Burgess's nonverbals out there as body language.
Both those pitches were kind of right around the plate, and you're like frustrated already, and you're like, okay, maybe I feel like I'm getting squeezed a little bit here.
There's another high pitch, and it's 3-0 on Brennan. Clark Schmaling, the DH, to follow. 1 out. Craig with a 2-0 lead. And the pitch. Inside corner, a strike. 3-1 as Burgess comes back. At first base is Kussmaul. Malmanger at third. Craig trying to add to a already 2-0 lead. And the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. He's run it full now. Brought it back on Brennan. One down. Payoff pitch coming up. Long, hard look from Burgess into the glove of Drake Baldwin. And here's the pitch. Hit right back up the middle, but gloved for short. 3 outs on a double play.
No, I think they called him safe.
Did they call him safe at second? That he didn't step on the bag? So he was in front of the bag on a ground ball to John Frainer, the shortstop. Run scores. Malmanger comes in from third. And Kussmaul is in at second. So the runner at first is out. Brennan grounds. And we have 2 outs, but a 3-0 lead for Craig. That was a weird play.
Yeah, well, you had the runner on the move, so I think that might have thrown him off a little bit.
So Kussmaul at second. 6-3 on the fielder's choice for the second out. Now here's Schmaling with Kussmaul at 2. High fastball for a ball. 2 down.
2-0.
2-0 the count. And the pitch to Schmaling. Ground ball to short. Frainer's going to bobble this one. Still makes the throw in time. And the side is retired. So for Janesville Craig, in the inning, they get 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 error and 1 left on base. As we go to the top of the second, already a 3-0 lead for Janesville Craig. Josh and Eric back at Veterans Field.
That's a pretty good first inning.
I would say so. You jump on anybody like that, and it's tough to come back, especially a team as talented as Craig. So now, for the Regents, Otto Treichel, the first baseman, will be the batter. And outside corner, a strike from Wolfley. So Treichel coming in, also a lefty. There's a couple of lefties here in this lineup. Sorensen, Baldwin, now Treichel. He's hitting .288 on the season. That one inside.
Wolfley with some pop today.
And Campbell with a little bit of word to him. Yeah, we're hearing from groundskeeper Bob Schenk and Parker coach Brian Martin behind us, kind of doing a little scouting for this game. That's the hardest they've seen Wolfley throw in a while. 1-1 the count to Otto Treichel, top half of the second. Here it is, and a foul into the parking lot. Always fun to see whether it hits a car. That one did not. 1-2 the count on the Madison West first baseman. 3-0 Janesville Craig already. And the pitch. High and outside on a fastball from Wolfley. 2-2 now. First three batters, I should say, scored last inning for the Cougars to give them the lead. Pitch from Wolfley. Fouled back again. And it's still 2-2. We'll do it again. Donovan O'Flaherty, the third baseman, and the shortstop, John Frainer, to follow. Wind up and the pitch. Almost hit him a little bit inside, but high. Full count now.
Wolfley, of course, going to Air Force.
Yep.
He's got a whole other year, though, still to play here, Craig.
There's a high fastball. Fouled it off, but into the glove of Jacob Campbell. Third strikeout from Wolfley. And there's one up and one down for Donovan O'Flaherty, the third baseman.
Second time that a hitter has gone up on the swung against that high fastball for strikeout. 2 of the 3, I think, have come on the high heat.
And they've gotten a piece of it, but Campbell up there with the glove to secure it. So here's Donovan O'Flaherty, 282 batter. It's popped up, and it's going to be right behind the plate. Campbell mask off, makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down.
Automatic.
Yeah, I would say. Didn't have to journey far for that. John Frainer, the shortstop, will be the batter. One of the leading hitters on the team as far as batting average, 306. He's got 15 hits and 49 at-bats. 2 down. Here's the opening pitch from Wolfley. High fastball.
Here's another reason to love this day. I look down here. We got a kid eating an ice cream cone. It's 10:20 in the morning. He's an ice cream cone for breakfast.
Well, of course. He's a youngster. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. All kinds of stuff happening today.
Where's our ice cream? Where?
Down there against the fence, Bob. There's a ground ball to third. Up on a hop for Blomgren. Easy throw. And there's 3 up, 3 down again for the second straight inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for Madison West. Bottom of the second coming up. It's 3-0 Janesville Craig. Ready for the bottom of the second inning here at Riverside. Sectional semifinal game 1, Craig and Madison West. And the batter will be Jacob Hessling, the junior second baseman. Burgess still on, swing and a miss on the first offering for Hessling. Jacob coming in, hitting .283. He's got 13 hits on the year. 0-1 pitch from Burgess. It's a stab at a bunt, but he went through it. And it's 0-2 quickly to the Cougars' second baseman.
Oh, if you could pounce for another run or two here, I mean, you would be feeling pretty good about a quick game.
There's a high bouncer to second. It's up for Ian Grunder, and he can't handle it after it bounced right into his glove. I think it hit the lip.
Drilled the lip.
Where the grass, or where the batter's area meets the infield, and popped up almost to the dirt back where second base is, and it looked like it was...
Still should have been a fairly easy play.
That's what I think. You got to give an error to the second baseman on that. Hessling aboard.
He read it well and charged it, and he just kind of dropped it.
So lead batter is aboard. Here's a bunt down to the pitcher. Burgess is going to have that and try for first, and that is taken by Treichel. And a move from Ross March, we didn't even get to introduce his batting, sacrifices Hessling over to second. So now back to the top of the order, and Dan Blomgren. I suppose you just want to get a guy in scoring position for your top half.
Right. 1 out, now you're back to the top of the order.
Checking the bullpen there, Murph. 1 out. Blomgren, the batter, who worked a leadoff walk last inning. And the floater in from Burgess is in for strike 1, taken for Blomgren. So a little bit of just plain catch activity down in the Madison West bullpen. Nobody really throwing up yet. I realize how that sounded and it was not good.
I wasn't going to mention it.
That's all right.
Craig went through the first part. Went through the order the first time. 2 for 5. That's kind of goofy because they had a hit by pitch, a walk, and 2 sacrifices. So they only had 5 at bats.
Inside corner, a strike. It's 0-2 now to Blumgren, and there's a short hop to shortstop. Frainer has it. Throw over to Treichel, and there's 2 out now. So Blumgren with a hopper to Frainer at short. And now the batter will be Jacob Campbell. Last time he had a runner on second, he delivered with an RBI single and stretched it to second. Hessling's at second, Campbell at the plate. 2 down. 3-0 is our score. Craig on top. And here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1.
Same pitch he started him off with last inning, I think. A little break to it. Outside corner.
0-1 the count to Campbell. Hessling away from second. Nobody really holding him. Hits one to center. Back on it is Sorensen. He's going to turn and watch it go to the track. This hits the wall. Campbell going to round second. He's going to try for third. Strong force throw from Sorensen. And Campbell is in there with a triple. Wow, did he clobber that ball.
The center fielder gave it one look and then said, I'm just going to turn around.
Just turned around, and Sorensen ran as fast as he could to the track, but Campbell absolutely smoked it. It's 4-0.
First baseman, Luke Valminger.
So Campbell in with a triple. First hit of the inning. 1 run in for the Cougars. It's 4-0. And now the batter will be Luke Malmanger. And the pitch. Luke didn't really see any pitches as the first one hit him on the hip last inning. Now he sees a ball inside. It's 1-0. Has the wind calmed down out there, Marty? I mean, it's still
going a little
in?
bit.
Okay. 1-0, and right back up the middle, and it's going to be 5-0 Janesville Craig on a ground ball right past the pitcher to the right of second base from Malmanger. Campbell comes in to score. 5-0 Craig on an RBI single from Luke Malmanger.
It's blowing out now, though. Well, that's interesting.
All right, because it was blown in pretty strong, and Coach Greiber will take the ball, and that is going to be it for Aiden Burgess. He's going to exit with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Malmanger is at first. 2 runs are in already for Craig on the pitching change. We'll see who the new pitcher is, and we'll get the changes defensively coming up after this from the Whiskey Ranch. So the starting pitcher, Aiden Burgess, is done for Madison West. And now the pitcher will be David Grunder, carrying a 2.6 ERA. He's 0-1 on the year. He's only pitched 16 2/3 innings. He's given up 6 earned runs, struck out 18, and walked or hit 8. And he is on for Noah Berghammer, the shortstop. 2 outs, Malmanger at first base. And the pitch, runner goes, and there's a little shallow hit into center. Malmanger's going to hold it at second. Nice little hit and run there. Berghammer delivers, and first and second with 2 out for Tresson Kussmaul.
Little flare single out there.
That'll work, though.
Right fielder, Tresson.
Should note that these 2 runs from this inning, at least, are unearned for Burgess because of the early error.
Right.
Should have been out of the inning.
Well, nevertheless, 2 are in. It's 5-0 Craig. And here's Kussmaul with a RBI single already today. And the opening pitch from Grunder right down the middle for strike 1. Craig with 5 runs on 5 hits so far. We're in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second. Malmanger and Berghammer. Here it is. Outside. 1-1 the count. Parker and Verona to follow at 1 o'clock. Our coverage will begin at 12:40. Grunder stares in, and he's got what he wants. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. Getting consistent on that outside corner.
Yeah, I would, if I'm a pitcher, I'd pound that at this point.
1-2 the count. to Kusmal. And here it is out of the stretch. Overthrew it. Malmanger thought he was going to take off to third. Good backhand by Baldwin as that was way outside the zone.
I like that. You want to be alive at least.
It's like the skidding stop.
He had to do it a couple times now because he thought about taking third on that little hit and run.
Right.
But realized that it was in such shallow center that he better pump the brakes.
2-2. Here it is. Curveball and lifted foul. First base side. And we'll do it again for Tresson. 2 runs are in, 3 hits in the inning. West already with an error.
Caught on a hop by a fan in his hat. I don't ever really understand that one. That was probably the weakest foul ball ever.
Why would you even
get your bare hand out and catch that?
Thank you for
Come
that.
on.
Yes. Wow. Powered by caffeine this morning. Eric Schmolt. More alive than you've been in any afternoon game. 2-2. Checks the runner at second. Here he comes to the plate, and a swing and a miss. And Kusmal is gone on strikes. Good inning, though, for the Cougars. They score 2 on 3 hits, 1 error, but 2 men left on base. Top of the third coming up. Craig 5, West nothing. Schmolt back at Veterans Field at Riverside Park for a long day of baseball.
Also playing over at Broadhead. Edgerton up 1-0.
Okay.
Mason Simmons with a home run.
Oh, wow.
In the second inning for the Tide.
On Mount Horeb.
Leading off for Madison.
5-0 our score here.
Right fielder.
And another lefty is Henry Pitch. The sophomore takes the ball outside from Wolfley to start. It's 1-0. And Wolfley has what he wants from Campbell. He sets up outside a little bit and tries that outside corner, and he's got it. And a swing and a miss from Pitch. 1-1 the count.
Waved at it. I don't know if he was going to reach that anyway.
Pitch coming in. Trying to find him in the West stats that I got from Coach Grunder. Oh, batting .357, but he's only had 14 at-bats. 5 hits out of those, though. Here it is, inside, and it's 3-1 on the sophomore. Wolfley's 6 up and 6 down, and now he's behind 3-1 on Pitch, the sophomore.
Both innings he's had to go back to the dugout and take a break.
There's a foul tip into the glove of Campbell, but it's now 3-2 now.
A couple of long innings for the Craig offense.
Right.
Go in there and take a nap?
Probably could at this point. It's early baseball today. Full count pitch. Fouls it off. That's headed for the parking lot. Right in between cars. And right on top of the minivan. 3-2 the count. We'll do it again. Wolfley against Pitch. 5-0 Craig over Madison West. Here it is. Popped up again. Foul over the Cougar dugout. And that also makes the parking lot.
Dan Blomgren thought he was going to get to it.
Yeah.
Couldn't run right through the dugout.
Still 3-2 now on Pitch. People piling in here to Riverside. It's going to be packed all day. Here it is outside and high, and Wolfley allows his first base runner as Pitch takes a leadoff walk down to first base, and that will bring up Colin Polkrabik, the left fielder.
Checked his swing. It was almost another high strikeout.
Right.
Colin Polkrabik.
Polkrabik, a .256 hitter. 11 hits, none of them for extra bases. And are we going to get a... I don't know what the... Coach Yacher out there?
Oh, we've got a
We've got
a pinch hitter, I guess.
Carl.
All right, Jake Carl will be the batter.
That's a tough day when you don't even get your one at bat.
We'll have to check if he's out in the outfield. So Carl will be the batter. 182. And a kind of little overthrow from Wolfley, kind of moving his arm around.
Coach, I didn't even get one chance.
Low and outside, backhanded by Campbell. 1-0 to Carl. And here it comes. There's a liner to second. They're going to double him off at first. quick play from Hessling to Malmanger and gets pitch sliding back, and Hessling was on his way into the dugout, but there's only 2 dead. So Carl lines out to Hessling at second, and then they double off pitch off first base. And we got another pinch batter already.
Now batting number 4, Max Hansen.
Max Hansen will do the hitting in place of Ian Grunder.
I don't know if this is like a...
I don't know what's
Well, we got
going
to
on.
the bottom of the order. We got our best fielders in there. We can only pinch in for them once. They might only give up once at this point. And let's just put our better bats in there and then re-enter them.
Kind of question.
I've never seen 2 pinch hitters the first time through the order.
Not even get to the batters, and they're already yanked. Strike 1 on Hansen. Looking, he's a 200 hitter, and he's behind 0-1 on Wolfley. Bottom of the order now for West. And the 0-1. Hit to right. Back on it is Kussmaul, but makes the catch running towards the line. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left thanks to the double play. We are through 2 1/2. Bottom of the third coming up. Craig with a 5-0 lead. Changes defensively for Madison West as Henry Pitch moves from right to left field. Jake Carl goes into right field, and Coleman Robbins is in at second base. First pitch from David Grunder is down low for a ball on Janesville Craig's J.J. Brennan.
This is a little wacky. Let's just be honest.
Well, and there's a strike.
Is this like a... Well, we're in a sectional. We got some young guys. Let's get them some sectional experience. Or
yes, but when you're down 5-0,
are you throwing
really thinking about
already,
wanting to play everybody in the third inning? There's one hit right back that catches Grunder on the calf, and he's drilled, but he still picks it up and throws out Brennan.
Changes defensively for Madison West, now playing left field, number 10, Henry Pitch.
So 1-3 on the putout as Grunder gets smoked by that one.
Smoked and knocked it right down. I think it was right off the front of his shin.
Yeah, right off the shin, it looked like. He's limping around. He's going to go walk it off. That was smashed
real
by
solid, because then it just thudded straight down to the ground, and he had to look around. Oh, it's right down below here.
So he's going to get 2 warm-up pitches, it looks like, from the umpire. And first one is...
That's a strike.
A little bit high.
Depends on who's in there. If it was Malmanger, that would probably be a strike.
Second warm-up pitch, and looks like that's all he's allowed by the man in blue, and we are set to go here for Clark Schmaling, the DH. Schmaling the first time with a grounder to shortstop to end the first. 1 out and a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the third.
And some action in the bullpen, too. Why not?
You got Justin Gross. Okay. Here's the opening pitch. And in there for a strike on Schmaling. Wasn't Gross the gentleman we saw that got booted from the Parker game?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was fun
situation.
0-1 pitch in there for strike 2 looking from Schmaling.
Well, Chatter was going back and forth that day, and then he just threw at Kyle Burkett. That was nice of him.
0-2, here it comes. And a hit between first and second, gloved by the first baseman, Treichel, and good job by Grunder running over to cover. So the out is recorded for Schmaling, and now Jacob Hessling, the second baseman, who reached on an error his first time up.
Batting second baseman, Jacob Hessling.
So Hessling will now bat with 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Wind up and the opening pitch. Curveball and a good one. Swing and a miss from Hessling. Ross March wants a chance. He's in the on-deck circle. 5-zip. Janesville Craig. And the pitch bounces way in front of home plate and all the way back to the screen as Baldwin can't handle it. 1-1. Hessling reached on an error and scored. And That was Craig's 4th run of the morning. Here's the pitch. Smash to left center. Back is Sorensen, and he's not going to get this one either. He grabs it on a hop, cut it off fairly nicely. A big round at first. Hessling took, but he retreats back in a long single into the gap in left center.
Yeah, I think Hessling and I were both thinking that was going to get a little further into the gap. He was thinking double.
So now here's Ross March, who laid down a sacrifice in the second. Hessling at first, 2 down on Craig's 6th base hit. And the opening pitch, a little bit high and outside, 1-0 on March. Full day of baseball set here on WCLO.
Especially if Craig can win the first game, then we're guaranteed the triple header.
1-0. A little bit high, but taken for a strike. 1-1 on March. Hessling away from first. Treichel holding him. Grunder shakes off the first sign. Now he comes set and to the plate. Popped up. Right field. Jake Carl is calling for it. He's under it, and he makes the catch. No runs for Craig. 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. We're through 3. Craig 5. Madison West nothing. Back at Veterans Field at Riverside Park. Awesome day for baseball. If you have time to get out of whatever you're doing and come down here, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, there's like a makeshift student section kind of down the left field line. I saw some guys playing some bags out there.
They were doing that. They were here before any of the teams. There were a couple of guys down. Do we have exams, or what are we doing today?
Well, graduation is Thursday. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Clearly not worried about it.
No, I don't even think they take exams anymore.
Sorensen rips one to right field on the first pitch, and over to get it is Kusmal. He's going to try for second, and he's going to be in there with a leadoff double. Eli Sorensen.
Probably going to have to give it a single and an error.
Okay.
Kusmal kind of bobbled it down there in the corner.
All right, so a single and an error, says the Gazette sports editor. And Craig with its first error of the ball game, but Sorensen still with a base hit and
first hit
of the game for Madison West. And now the DH, Jacob Rosenberg, will be the batter. He struck out in his first at bat in the first. Sorensen away from second base. Nobody really holding him, and the opening pitch from Wolfley is down low for a ball.
Remember when you had to study for finals?
No.
Never did?
I never had that problem.
Really?
No. I just showed up.
C's get degrees, right?
That's it. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Up with it is Berghammer. Throw to first, and the out is recorded. Sorensen stays at second, and there's 1 out for Drake Baldwin, the catcher.
Now batting catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Otto Treichel due next. 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
My Google research
that's dangerous.
Has found out that Drake Baldwin verbally committed to play baseball at Missouri State back last fall.
Excellent. Multi-sport athlete. Here's the pitch to Baldwin. Outside corner, a strike. Good pitch from Wolfley that Baldwin took.
Going to go ahead and guess that Missouri State doesn't have a hockey team.
I'm going to say you're probably right.
Both.
Maybe not even having an ice arena in town, possibly. I don't know where Missouri State is. Here's the pitch. Down low, Baldwin takes. 1-1. Blocked by Campbell. Sorensen still at second. 1 out for the left-handed hitting catcher for the Regents. Here it is from Wolfley. Pounding that outside corner a little bit too far this time for ball 2.
Campbell did his best frame job there, trying to get the call.
Nobody really holding Sorensen at second. Berghammer kind of creeping in there. Here's the pitch. There's a hit between short and third, and Baldwin will get a base hit. Relay comes to Blomgren. Sorensen not even really thinking about going home, but there's the second hit for the Regents. First and third, 1 out for Otto Treichel, the first baseman.
First baseman, Otto Treichel.
Treichel with a strikeout in his opening at bat to lead off the second. Catcher Jacob Campbell calling the infield signals in case Baldwin takes off. And West tries to get on the board with a double steal. Sorensen at third.
Good luck with that.
Here's the opening pitch from Wolfley. Swing and a foul tip into Campbell's glove for strike one.
Ooh, 605 red.
Yes,
Here we go.
I love the signals and the colors.
Red.
All right. Coach Kreiber has 605 red on. Can you interpret that, Marty? No? Okay. One out. Here's a pitch from Wolfley. There's a hit to center. In on it is Brennan. We'll see where the throw goes. They're going to come home, but it's cut off at the mound from Malmanger. It goes through to Campbell, but a run scores, and it's 5-1 now. Janesville Craig on an RBI sac fly by Otto Treichel.
It was nothing.
Thank you for the late interpretation.
Mark that down. 605 red doesn't mean anything.
Does not mean a thing. Got it. All right.
Third baseman.
All right. Thank you. That's why we got you up here. Donovan O'Flaherty will now be the batter. He hits one right over the head of Berghammer, and an outstretched leaping grab. He makes the catch into the outfield grass for the third out. Nice full extension from Berghammer. But Madison West is on the board. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's now 5-1 Craig. So back to the top of the order now for Janesville Craig. Still on is David Grunder for the Regents as Craig put up a donut last inning. Blumgren will be the batter. 1, 2, 3 for Craig. Up here for the batting order. Dan today 0 for 1 with a grounder to shortstop, but he's walked and scored as well. And the umpire gets a stray ball in back of him.
A 1-2-3 inning for Craig, plus West gets a run, so... Oh, I was going to say no changes, but I guess let's still have some changes.
So Owen Christensen over at first in place of Treichel. And the opening pitch to Blumgren is low and inside.
For Craig in the bottom of the fourth inning, third baseman, Dan Blumgren.
All right, so we're getting playing time for everybody here at Madison West. 1-0 count. And there's a strike taken by Blumgren to even it up at 1-1. One pitch. Curveball and rip to Coach Herbst. Tries to field it on a bounce and an error on the third base coach. In the coach's box, which is new.
Kept it in front of him.
Yes, he did. 1-2 the count on Blumgren. Here it is. Hit to right field, twisting foul. And we'll do it again. 1-2 the count. Craig up 5-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Craig owns the hit column 6-2. Grunder gets what he wants into his windup and comes to the plate. Curveball hit to left foul. And barely missed a car, I think. I don't know how.
Yeah, it had to have hit one somewhere along in there.
So again, we'll do it at 1-2 to Blumgren, the leadoff hitter for the Cougars. Here comes the pitch, and there's a liner and a sliding catch attempted by Sorensen. He can't get it. It goes by him into second, coasting, and the throw coming on to third. And now nobody's covering, and Blumgren's going to get caught up, and he's going to race back to the bag. They got him caught in a rundown. And he's going to be tagged out.
He was a little aggressive in the first inning, and it worked out, and he was a little aggressive this time, and he didn't. He's 1 for 2.
So he had a single, counted as a hit, but trying for more is Blumgren. Strong throw. It was offline up the right field side of third, but over to cover was Grunder on a heads-up play, and they get him caught in a rundown.
Probably don't need to be getting that aggressive when there's no outs.
And now here's Campbell. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Baldwin. Sorensen made a diving attempt at it. And all the way over from right, Jake Carl had to run in and get it with a strong throw. Here's the pitch on Campbell. Hit to left and deep. Back is pitch. He's at the track. It is out of here. Jacob Campbell with a home run, and it's 6-1 Janesville Craig.
Just in case you're charting at home, that is 3 for 3 with a triple, a home run, and 3 ribbies and 3 runs scored. And we're in the fourth inning.
6-1 Cougars. Boy, would Blumgren look real good on second base. Nevertheless, it's a home run, and Craig strikes here in the bottom of the fourth. A 6-1 lead for Craig. And now here's Malmanger. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Baldwin again. 1-0 the count to Luke, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. He's also hit by a pitch and has scored a run. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. And the delivery. Curveball that drops outside. Probably give Blumgren a double on that.
Double,
on
yeah.
that one. I was kind of thinking that when he was coasting into second. I don't know why I said single. But nevertheless, 1 out, 1 in for the Cougars. And a 2-1 count to Malmanger. Here it is. And a belt-high strike called. Evens it up at 2-2. Berghammer in the on-deck circle to follow. Here's the pitch. Another curveball drops low in the dirt, blocked by Baldwin. And it's full now on Malmanger. Luke trying to start something with 1 out. Grunder has what he wants into the windup. Here's the pitch. High and tight, and Malmanger takes another free pass. That's 2 that he's been issued.
Now batting shortstop, Noah Berghammer.
And now here's Berghammer. Berghammer today has had a sac bunt and a single.
And a nice leaping grab out there in the field.
Yep. To end last inning. Outside a ball. 1-0.
We'll have to have Zach roll back the tape, but I'm pretty sure you thought that was over his head.
What?
That's back out there to short. Yeah. You didn't think he was getting that.
I thought that was a base hit. 1-0 pitch coming from Grunder. Here it is. A little bit down low on Noah, and it's 2-0. Malmanger at first, 6-1 Craig. 1 run is in.
The West fans wanted a strike on that one.
Yeah. Might be getting a little restless. Here's the 2-0. Swing at a line drive back right over the head of Grunder and into right center. And there's 2 on as Berghammer delivers with his second base hit. Craig has 9 hits and now runners at first and second for Tresson Kussmaul.
It rattled the cage of Grunder a little bit. It reminded me of the video of Clay Matthews from over the weekend. That was a shot, wasn't it?
Like how Mike McCarthy said he checked the tape and he needs to check his midpoint release.
It was some weird quote, wasn't it? It was like
I loved it. It was great.
His non-glove hand release.
Right.
Something weird.
But it's nice to see that even in the face of a broken nose and surgery, you can at least have a little sense of humor. Because that went right off of his schnoz and went to third base.
Maybe next year for the charity game, you just tell guys, hey, let's not... You guys are athletes here. Pull the ball. Let's not hit it up the middle at the pitcher,
Oh,
please.
No, you always go middle. 1 out. Opening pitch to Kussmaul. Curveball low and inside. Berghammer at first. Malmanger at second. Craig in business here in the bottom of the fourth with a run in already. Well, if you're a pitcher and you're worth that many millions of dollars, wear a mask.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have been pitching.
1-0 pitch. Fouled right field side out of play. Well, I don't have a problem if you have he's done it for a couple of years, but you should know by now that softball, safety is like priority one now. You got your infield corners and girls fast pitch that are wearing masks.
Oh, yeah, sometimes even the middle infielders.
1-1 the count. Grunder checking second, and now here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Kusmal thought might have been outside, but it's 1-2 now on the Cougar right fielder. Grunder looking in, Malmanger away from second. Nobody holding Berghammer either. And here's the pitch. Curveball pulled wide of third. Foul, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Kusmal today with a RBI single in the first and a strikeout in the second. One run is in for Craig this inning. Here's the 1-2. Strike three called, and Kusmal is gone. Second strikeout today, and there's 2 outs.
Tough pitch there. He didn't have much of a chance at that one, I don't think.
Center fielder.
You had to really mess your swing up to try and get some contact with that.
Good pitch, though.
Now here's Brennan, the center fielder, who is 0 for 2 today in his return. Missed a couple of weeks. Still runners at first and second for Craig. Here's the opening pitch. Curveball drops in for a ball.
High. We'll call it high.
You can call it high. I'd call that a strike. But here's the 1-0. Inside and off the end of the bat, back to the mound. Grunder has it, and Brennan just gave up running. He's going to get an earful from Coach Yautcher about that.
I wonder if he's saying that it hit him in the box and he thought it was foul, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Doesn't sound like anybody else is buying it.
Nope. There's nothing doing on that one. The Charlie Burgers delivered down here, can't we? We got to be here all day.
I thought I smelled a couple.
I did, too. I think that definitely might be happening between games. WCLO, Janesville, Beloit, AM 1230 and FM 92.7. Streaming online at WCLO.com and on the smartphone app powered by Boucher Automotive. Down here at Riverside Park for the top half of inning number 5 in the sectional semifinal. Craig and Madison West with the Cougars up 6-1, and the leadoff batter is John Frainer, the shortstop, who is even at 1-1 to Mitchell Wolfley. Frainer a grounder to third in the second. Takes one down low and is ahead 2-1 in the count. Update
from Edgerton, or Broadhead, I guess they're playing.
Sure.
In Edgerton against Mountain Horeb. They're tied 1-1 after 4 innings.
Okay. And the pitch off the handle and foul. Malmanger, does he have room? And
yes.
Does he come up with it?
Yes, he did.
Right near the fence, past the dugout, as Malmanger grabs it. And Frainer is gone on a pop fly foul first base side. So 1 up and 1 down for Henry Pitch, the sophomore. And then we come to who knows going to bat in the next 2. Opening pitch to pitch is fouled. Check swing into the parking lot, left field side.
Carl still in the on-deck circle.
Okay.
So. Trying to keep us on our toes.
Clearly. This is the opening game. This is the one that should be easy. Pitch from Wolfley again fouled out of play, left field side. And it's 0-2 to the sophomore. Wolfley finding his grip on the ball, and here it is, and another half swing. This one into left field foul, long run, and a diving catch made by Ross March right near the Cougar bullpen. What a grab. Hustle play from March.
Oh, yeah, he covered some ground there, that's for sure.
Swirling wind down here at Riverside. And now Jake Carl will be the batter, the right fielder. What a play.
Seen quite a few of them here, really.
Seriously.
Berghammer with a nice leap. That was a good run by Malminger to get the foul ball just before that.
No, thanks, Marty. We're good. Appreciate it. Come up here and eat a cheeseburger. What are you doing? Unbelievable. 0-1 on the foul from Jake Carl, right field side. Wolfley's 0-1 pitch. Curveball just dropped outside, even at a ball and a strike. Wolfley winds it up. Here he comes. Bounces one up. Campbell backhands it. 2-1 the count to Jake Carl. 2 up and 2 down for West here in the top of the 5th. Regents trailing 5-1 to the Cougars. And here's the pitch. Bounces it up there again. And that one skips off of Campbell's shin guard and is returned by the West dugout. 3-1 the count to Carl. Wolfley's pitch. Outside and a free pass for Jake Carl. So a runner for Madison West, few and far between. As the Regents, by my count, have only had 4 on base, counting him.
Let's put like a 4th guy down here in the 9 spot.
Great. Who we got?
Ben Sewell.
Ben Sewell?
Sewell, sure.
Number 19, Ben Sewell.
Ben Sewell is on to bat now here in the 9 spot with Jake Carl at first on a free pass. And Sewell this year, a 111 hitter. He's only had 9 at bats, and he's only had 1 hit. 2 down. Here's the opening pitch from Wolfley. Strike on the outside corner.
God bless you if you're charting at home, but that's Ian Grunder who started in the 9 spot at the second base. Didn't get the hit as Max Hansen pitch hit. Then Coleman Robbins went into play second, and now Ben Sewell is hitting in the 5th.
And Sewell takes strike 2. He's behind 0-2 to Wolfley.
6-0-1 red. I think that's nothing again, right?
0-2. And the pitch. Campbell sets up way outside and
pitch out.
Yeah, Wolfley tried to give it a little bit high. Maybe see if he chased it. I don't know. 1-2 the count to Ben Sewell. See if he gets into the game defensively. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Sewell knew it, and he is gone. And that's the 3rd out for Janesville Craig. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. And the bottom of the 5th coming up, it's 6-1 Cougars. At Riverside Park, and Grunder still out to pitch for the Regents. Due up for Janesville Craig will be Clark Schmaling, Jacob Hessling, and Ross March. 7, 8, 9 spots for the Cougars. Up 6-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. So Grunder on, and the pitch. High and tight for ball 1 on Schmaling, who's 0 for 2 today. Grounder to short. And a hit to first that was covered by the pitcher. Squares to bunt, takes the strike as he pulls back. 1-1 the count on Schmaling. 9 hits for Craig, 2 for the Regents. And the 1-1 swing and a miss. And Schmaling behind 1-2 in the count. We have anybody new in the field?
Well, I literally think Ian Grunder is the second baseman now, which would put like the 5th guy down here in the 9 spot. I think that's a 3. I'm trying to need my binoculars.
Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air to left. In on it is pitch, and he's got it for the out. Yep. And number 3, is that Grunder back there? All right.
Why not? Oh, that's back to Grunder, so he re-enters back to the top. Yeah, all right.
So Schmaling flies out to left field. 1 up and 1 down. Now here's Hessling. Squares to bunt, lays one down third base side, goes to get it, backhanded by Grunder, throw to first, and he got him by about a step and a half. So Hessling bunting for a base hit, but is thrown out by Grunder on a pretty good play. He got off the mound fast.
I would say good idea, good bunt, good play. That's just good all around, some good baseball right there.
And now Ross March will be the batter. March with the sacrifice. Also a bunt and a fly out to right. First pitch taken, strike one. 0-1 the count. 2 down now for Craig in the bottom of the fifth. Windup and the pitch. Outside, backhanded by Baldwin. As West is down to its final 6 outs offensively. 1-1 pitch to March. Popped up, shallow right. And calling for it is Jake Carl, and there's the out. So back to the top of the order when we get to the 6th inning, but for Craig, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Through 5 here at Riverside, still 6-1, Janesville Craig. Top of the 6th coming up for Madison West, and top of the order as well. And Eli Sorensen will be the batter. He's got a strikeout and a single down the right field line, and then advanced to third on an error by Kusmal. Here's the pitch. Whoa! Wolfley lets one go about 3/4, and it goes all the way into the outside line of the batter's box on the other side.
Was the top part of this order who...
There's a foul back to the screen. 1-1 on Sorensen.
Did the damage back in the 4th. I would say if they're going to get back in this game, it's got to be right now.
Sorensen has scored the Regents' only run. Here it is. Another high and outside pitch from Wolfley, having a problem getting his grip on that baseball and that pitch that he wants to throw. 2-1 the count on the Regents' leadoff hitter. He's got 1 of 2 Madison West hits. There's another foul back to the screen. 2-2 the count for Wolfley. Craig bullpen is silent as West down to its final 6 outs. And the pitch by Wolfley. High fastball. He went around, tried to check his swing but could not, and down on strikes is Sorensen for the second time today. 1 up and 1 down.
Hitter, Jacob Rosenberg.
5th strikeout for Wolfley today. And now here's Jacob Rosenberg. A strikeout and a grounder to shortstop. And the pitch. High fastball up around the chin level. One and 0 the count. And here it is. Wolfley comes right back down the middle with a strike. 1-1.
Wolfley pitching pretty strong into the 6th
I would say
here
so.
After coming back from the illness a little bit. Looking pretty good.
1-1 high and outside. 2-1 now. Craig up 6-1. We're in the top of the 6th. 1 out in the inning. And here it is. High and outside from Wolfley. Seems like he's overthrown a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen that at times too earlier in the year. Remember even at the first game at Badger, you hear him grunt when he was trying to throw this as hard as he could.
Forgot about that. 3-1 pitch. Outside corner for a strike. That looked like ball 4, but Rosenberg has to retreat to the batter's box. He was about 2 steps off on his way to first. Full count. And the windup. That one a little bit too outside, and Rosenberg with another free pass. And that is Wolfley's 3rd walk today.
Now batting catcher, Drake Baldwin.
And now Drake Baldwin will be the batter. He has singled and grounded to Malmanger at first.
Got to give a little credit to the West dugout. They haven't really been in this game since minute 1, but they're down there barking.
They've been lively. That's how I would describe it.
Craig outfield backs up, no doubles.
Nope. Don't want anything to get past him. Big gap in left center as Brennan has him shaded to right. inside a ball to start from Wolfley. 1-0. 143 red is the call from Coach Greiber.
I'm sure he's going to ask Baldwin to lay down a bunt here.
Yeah. There's another one inside near the shins of Baldwin as he scoots out of there. And now pitching coach Pat Campbell is out on the mound as we will have a meeting with the Craig staff. And the infield comes in. 2-0 the count to the West catcher Drake Baldwin. Again, Parker and Verona coming up. That'll be a 1 o'clock start time. 12:40 for our coverage here on WCLO. And if Craig hangs on here, we will have a sectional ball game at 4 o'clock and a full day of baseball.
After 5, Edgerton back on top. 2-1 over at Broadhead against Mount Horeb.
Columbus and Jefferson to follow. Eagles are the 1 seed down there, I think, in that lower half.
They were the 2. They took out Whitewater.
Yes. Baldwin back in. Everybody set up for Craig on the infield. Runner at first is Rosenberg. Wolfley comes set, and quick delivery down low, 3-0 to Baldwin.
I see a little update to Forest leading Middleton 2-0. You know, the way that the sectionals kind of pan out, you could have 3 Big 8 teams at state.
There's a strike on a 3-0 pitch from Wolfley, right down the middle, taken by Baldwin.
But Middleton would have to come back in that one.
Wow. I don't know anything about the DeForest baseball squad.
That must have been an 11 o'clock start because it's the first inning there.
And inside for ball 4 as Baldwin takes the free pass. 2 walks in a row for Wolfley, and now the batter will be Otto Treichel, who's back in. Maybe a re-entry for Christensen. So the carousel continues to turn for Madison West's batting order and lineup. Treichel today with a strikeout and a RBI sacrifice on a fly to center to Brennan. That scored Sorensen back in the 4th. 2 on for the Regents, 1 out. And the opening pitch from Wolfley, here it is. Fouled back to the screen on an outside fastball. 0-1. Craig looking to advance and get a little bit of a break for the early portion of the afternoon. The 0-1 swung on and fouled back to the screen again, and Wolfley ahead of Treichel 0-2.
A little action down there in the bullpen?
Yes, there is. Can't get a number. It's a right-hander. Here's the pitch on the 0-2. Hit to right. Coming in on it is Kussmaul. Diving catch, and he can't make the play. Kussmaul up with it, and the throw to first is snagged by Malmanger. Ball dropped out of his glove on a diving attempt, and the bases will be loaded. On a base hit from Treichel. Tough play, but couldn't snag it.
Almost had another spectacular play.
So Treichel with West's 3rd hit, and the Regents are definitely in business here now for Donovan O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty with a line drive snagged by Berghammer 2 innings ago, and he also had a pop to Campbell. And the pitch bounced in front of Jake, and he blocks it. Wolfley with a little bit of an overthrow there.
Yeah, he's in a jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it. The infield playing back. They just want an out here.
Yep. 6-1 is the score. 1 down here in the top half of inning number 6. And the bases are loaded for the Regents. Here's the 1-0 from Wolfley. Right back up the middle. Grounders, Berghammer flips to second. Hessling relay is not in time. Run scores, but they trade it for an out.
Pretty good turn. That was just enough of kind of a bouncer that it didn't get out there fast enough to make it.
So out at second is Treichel on the fielder's choice to Berghammer. And O'Flaherty is aboard at first. So there's 2 outs. And now Frainer will be the batter. It's 6-2 Janesville Craig. Frainer today with a grounder to third and a pop to Malmanger that he got in foul territory near the fence. Not much of a big lead, and a strike to start with on Frainer.
Here, that's a new one.
223 green?
Yeah, or 273.
Okay.
223. Green. You don't hear many green.
No, you're not.
Got the green light?
Possibly. 0-1 pitch from Wolfley. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Campbell throws down, and he is out at second. Trying to run on Jacob Campbell, and now the runner is stranded at third. So for Madison West, 1 run on just 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 man left on base. We are ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Janesville Craig is back to the top of the order. And it'll be Blumgren, Campbell, and Malmanger, with Jacob a chance to complete the cycle.
I wasn't going to say it, but you can. You don't believe in those sort of things, right?
Not really. Although I do have one shirt that I wear on game days. Here's the opening pitch from Grunder. 5-hole on Baldwin as it gets back to the grass. And very nice of Blumgren to interrupt his
chase it down himself.
Batting focus to chase it down. 1-0. The count to Blumgren, who has got a double and a walk and a run scored. Second pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Dan is also grounded to short. 1 for 2 today. One of 9 Craig hits. 1-1 the pitch from Grunder. Here it is. And a curveball.
Low and outside.
Oh, boy. Sorry. 2-1. Grunder coming back. Hit in the gap to right. Center. Over the right fielder's head. Back to the track. Carl has to turn tail and go get it. Blumgren is going to hold it second this time, and wisely. Yes. But his second double to lead off the bottom of the 6th. And his second hit.
Catcher, Jacob Campbell.
Wasn't going to make the first out of third again. And
please.
Saw the arm of the right fielder last time, and this time he hit the cutoff man with a nice strong throw from deep out in right field.
So Blumgren doing some limbering up at second after legging out another double. And now here's Jacob Campbell, who's got a single, a triple, and a home run.
And 3 runs scored, and 3 RBIs, and threw out a runner. And
there's a curveball inside corner for strike 1.
And it's 11:27 in the morning still.
So what does that mean?
That's a lot to be done before 11.
Still possibly got to play a sectional final, get drafted, that kind of stuff.
Could be an okay day.
0-1. Grunder checks Blumgren. And here's the pitch, another curveball. This one a little bit too far inside. 1-1 the count to Campbell. Leadoff double by Blumgren here in the bottom of the 6th. Grunder comes set. Here's the pitch. Another curveball. I don't think he's going to show Campbell a fastball. It's 2-1.
Come on, do it.
6-2 our score here, bottom of the 6th. 2-1 the count. And here's the pitch. Another curveball hit back up the middle for another base hit. Rounding third, here's Blumgren, and they're going to let him score. And the throw comes into second. Campbell, 4 for 4 today with another RBI. Good grief. He's got 4 hits. Another run is in. It's 7-2 Craig for Luke Malmanger.
I'd have just tried to leg it out. Get that double.
I'd have walked him.
That's a fair point.
7-2. And outside a ball in the opening pitch to Malmanger. Luke today with a walk, a hit by pitch, and an RBI single. So 1 for 1. At first is Campbell. Maybe you might want to see some wheels. Maybe you might test his counterpart. 1-0 pitch. Runner stays. There's a strike taken by Luke. 1-1. Noah Berghammer to follow. And Tresson Kussmaul also due up this inning. 1-1 pitch coming from Grunder. Here it is. Campbell goes. Backhanded by Baldwin. Throw down to second, and he's out. Close play, but Campbell is caught stealing. And Malmanger will now have the bases clear with a 3-1 count.
Bang, bang play out there.
Trying to steal his 26th base.
It might be the first time he's been thrown out this year.
Allow me to consult my Craig stats. Malmanger pops it up, first base side. And it will reach out of play. Campbell has been caught stealing one time, and that just happened. Full count now for Malmanger, the Cougar first baseman. Going to play football at UW Whitewater.
After this season, I would highly encourage him to try to do the double.
And down low, and Malmanger works a walk. So he's still 1 for 1, but he's got 3 free passes. That's what I would think. See if I can get some swings, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they've allowed players to do that before. You remember like Lake Bakar, the kicker, and then he got drafted in the MLB.
So Coach Greiber out to the mound for a meeting with Grunder and the rest of the infield. Batter will be Noah Berghammer, who's got a couple of singles and a sacrifice. Grunder's going to stay on. Greiber just wanting to talk a little bit of defense. There's 1 out and a runner on first. Craig already with 1 run in this inning.
How about this? The top 4 in the order right now are, I think, 9 for 10.
Oof. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And the pitch coming up to open the at-bat for Berghammer is a curveball, low and outside. Ball 1. Checks the runner at first. And here's the delivery. Down Main Street for a strike. 1-1 on Berghammer. Kussmaul to follow. Malmanger away from first. Decent lead. And the pitch. Low and backhanded by Baldwin again for a 2-1 count.
Malmanger's had a lot of stolen bases, especially for a first baseman this year, but I'm not sure, especially after Baldwin just threw that one to get out Campbell, that he's going to be trying here.
I would probably tend to agree with you. 2-1, here it is. Foul back off the handle from Berghammer against the screen. 2-2 on the Cougar shortstop. We'll see if we get a relief pitcher for the top half of the 7th, or are they going to send Wolfley out to try and close the door? 2-2 the count on Berghammer. Out of the stretch, and here's the pitch. Curveball, he waves at it and puts one into right field for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, it was. Pitch was going outside, and Berghammer just went with it, got it off the end of the barrel, and put it over the head of Grunder at second into right field for a base hit. His 3rd single today. And Malmanger to second. Berghammer aboard with 1 out for Tresson Kussmaul.
10 for 11, the top 4 in the order. They've scored 6 of the 7 runs. They've driven in 5 runs.
That's not terrible. And the opening pitch to Kussmaul. Swung on and fouled back over the Regent dugout, out of play. Tresson today with an RBI single in the first and has since struck out twice. Once swinging and once looking. And he's behind 0-1 to David Grunder. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit to short on a couple of hops. Flip to second. There will be no relay. And the out is recorded on the fielder's choice. And Berghammer is gone for out number 2. Runners at the corners. Malmanger moves to third. Kussmaul at first for J.J. Brennan. Brennan would like a hit today. He's got a fielder's choice and a couple of hits back to the pitcher. Grunder staring in. Looks at first. And here's the pitch. Outside corner, a strike. 0-1 the count. Clark Schmaling has a bat in the on-deck circle. He would be due next if Brennan can reach. Regents trying to get out of here. Craig looking to add to the lead. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to short. Grabbed by Frainer, and he steps on second to end the inning. So Craig gets 1 run on just a couple of hits. 3 hits. No errors. And 2 men left on base. 6 are complete. Regents down to their last 3 outs. Top of the 7th coming up. We'll be back after this from Carpets Plug. 7-2 Craig, and the Cougars will have, or I should say the Regents will have the 6, 7, and 8 spots due up in the lineup as they're going to send Wolfley back out. How are we doing on pitches?
I got him at 84, so giving him a chance to finish this thing out. And some big news from Broadhead.
Tell me.
Edgerton, 2. Mount Horeb 1. It's over. The Tide dream run here at the end of the season continues.
Awesome. Popped up, first pitch, right field. Running in towards the foul line, and it's caught on 1 pitch for Frainer. So 1 up and 1 down quickly on the fly out to Kussmaul. And here is Henry Pitch, the left fielder. 2 outs to go before Craig advances to the sectional final this afternoon. Opening pitch from Wolfley is down low a ball.
Have we reached the point in the game where you allow me to make a pitch joke or no?
Outside corner, pitch checked his swing but took a strike anyway. It's 1-1. I said a couple innings. We're in the top of the 7th.
I know.
Don't make one now. It's over. Here's a foul ball towards the Regent dugout. And 1-2 on the sophomore. 12 hits for Craig. Just 3 for the Regents.
The payoff pitch to pitch.
There we go. Thank you. 1-2. Swung on and hit to right. Kussmaul's got that one, and there's 2 outs. Craig 1 out away. And the batter will be Jake Carl.
Still in there after all this time.
Yes, he is.
Now batting right fielder, Jake Carl.
Carl worked a walk and was stranded his first time up. Craig 1 out away from advancing to the sectional final against either Parker or Verona. Wolfley's first pitch, good for a strike. Trying to close the door on it. And here it is. Swung on and fouled, and it's quickly 0-2. West down to its last out and its last strike. Here it comes. Oh, strike 3 called as Wolfley lets out a grunt and falls off the mound. Carl takes it for strike 3, and the Cougars have won 7-2 to advance to this afternoon's sectional final at 4 o'clock. 7-2 our final. We'll wrap it up. Game 1 here at Riverside after this from Schneider Funeral Home and Crematory and DuPont Pioneer on WCLO Janesville Beloit and online at WCLO.com.